Happy New Year! Hope you're all preparing for the snowpocalypse that's supposed to be coming this weekend. And I was at the market earlier this morning and everyone's just getting all their groceries and bread and milk, obviously. But I was going through my pantry last night and I found my rose petals and rose buds that I typically make tea with, and it just made me long for summer so much. This warm weather, the bright fragrant flowers, and I made some tea, and I got a hankering to make a rose tincture or rose extract. A little different from rose water. Basically the essence is the concentration of rose essence and rose extract is way more concentrated because of the emulsifier. And for that you would need something like 80 to 100% grain alcohol or even brandy. So I thought we could make that today and then come back in a couple of hours and see how the process goes. So I got my rose petals here and I wish you guys could smell them. Oh, just pure summer. A garden, a fresh breeze just wafting through the garden. Oh, just fantastic. Anyway, so this is all I have. I got these at a little organic shop down in Delaware, and they sell them at these little tiny baggies for like $6. And actually we were trying to see how much a larger amount would cost, but the manufacturer producer I guess stopped providing them to the store. Actually they stopped providing the rose buds, so we ended up getting rose petals. Oh man, if you guys could only smell this. Anyways, so I thought I'd save the rose buds for my tea for later, and for now we'll just use the rose petals. And you want to make this in a glass container with a tight-fitting lid, because you obviously don't want the alcohol to evaporate. And what the alcohol is going to do is pull out all the active ingredients, all the heavenly scent out of the roses. And again, for the alcohol, you want to use something that's 80 to 100 proof. So there's my roses. And you can use pretty much any alcohol, any grain alcohol. And you want to make sure you cover the petals all the way with the alcohol. So cover all the way up, and it's going to float up. I think we'll use it all. There's not much here. And you can already see the color starting to seep out of the roses. Oh. All right. Look at that beautiful color. Oh, so gorgeous. And use something like a wooden chopstick. You don't want to use a fork. You don't want to use anything metallic because it reacts with the alcohol. And just basically stir it around pretty well in there. Get all the air bubbles out. And oh boy, it's gonna be an amazing thing. So my friend, a few years back, she made limoncello. And ever since, this was about, oh man, must have been at least 5 years ago, I went to her house and she wouldn't tell me the recipe, but I don't think I ever had limoncello before then. and I hope she made it again. But ever since that day, I've always wanted to make some kind of essence, extract. And a couple months ago, I went to a bubble tea store, and they had peach rose bubble tea, milk tea. And it was just the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. I wish I had a gallon with a straw in it. So I told myself I was gonna make rose extract because it was just the most amazing flavor. And with this, you guys can use it for cooking, for lotions, for body care, baking, obviously. So many different uses that can come out of this. Anyway, so you want to make sure everything is covered up and get all the air bubbles out of there. And then we'll just cover it up and basically store it somewhere cool, maybe even like the back of a fridge. Make sure the lid is on there pretty tight. And let it seep, and you can see the alcohol is already pulling the oils and the flavor, at least the color, out of the petals. So I'm gonna let this sit in the fridge for a couple weeks, and then give it a shake once a day, and then in 3-4 weeks I'm gonna strain the petals out of there and taste it, and I think it's gonna be pretty sweet. All right, so I'll show you guys what it looks like in a couple of hours. I'm sure it's not gonna be a sweet flavor, obviously it's vodka, but with this I plan on mixing it with simple syrup and then making like a frosting and teas. Man, vodka tea sounds good, right? Anyways, so I thought I'd, show you guys what I'm doing here. Just a little glimpse of summer, and it's so cool. It's pulling all the color out of the rose petals. They're turning pale. Anyway, so we'll put this in the back of a fridge and leave it there for a couple weeks and give it a shake once a day. And then I'll show you guys what happens to it later.